Self-inflicted pain, putting yourself through something very hard, mentally hard, maybe even mentally painful and physically painful, is going to be the new trend, is going to be the thing that people crave. And I'm actually serious.
This is the Game of Food. This is the Game of Food. We're helping real people get real results with delicious food. Real food. Live from Spencer's home studio, podcasting to the world. This is Game of Food. And here's your host, Spencer Frederick.
It's my opinion that we're a bunch of softies right now. In the United States, I think we're a bunch of softies. I think that our country is so great, even right now with, viruses and the economy is fine, but it's like unpredictable. I think we still have it really great in the year 2022. And it's been great for us for a long time, for longer than I've been alive, for longer than most of you been alive, even if you are a senior. It was great before you were born, or at least kind of great. And so since we've had it good for so long, we've had a shelter over our head, we've had delicious high-calorie food all around us. We have the ease of working where we want to, or building a business that we want, and all of these phenomenal freedoms that creates comfort. And there's nothing wrong with comfort, in my opinion. There's nothing wrong with it. But what it does is it has to create some results. So there's some good results, and then there's some bad results. There's some negative results that we don't want from too much comfort, and that is achievement. So I'm talking about the things on your mind that you want to achieve, whether, whatever that is. I want to buy a house. I want to build a business. I want to be fit. I want my ideal body weight. Whatever it is, I don't care. You put any goal there. That the thing on your mind is what you want to achieve. And because we've been so comfortable, many of us are not the person that we need to be to achieve those things. And we won't achieve those things until we become a person that is an achiever. You have to become the person. You can't just want it, talk about it, write it on a to-do list and say, I'm going to do this someday. No, you have to be the person that lives it. Daily routine. Fighting for it, step by step, moving forward. I believe this because, partially anyway, the people that I follow, like Tony Robbins, and I follow, other successful speakers like him, or successful business owners or athletes and stuff like that I like. And there's like one common thing that many of them have: pain. They grew up with, in some cases, some extreme pain. And so I really like to follow Tony Robbins and listen to what he says. And he's talked about his adolescence and how he grew up. And his mom was very abusive. I think she had multiple boyfriends or husbands or something. So for him growing up, there was multiple dads coming in and out of the house. I think he had a rough time at school and all of these things. Much worse than how I grew up. And that's from a lot of the people that I follow that are very successful in their field, or what they do, is they grew up with this pain. And I wanted to tell my story because I did not grow up with pain. I didn't. I grew up with comfort. So I played all the sports that I wanted to, and if I didn't want to play anymore, then I just stopped and quit. If I wasn't at school or playing sports, I was playing video games, or in high school, hanging out with friends. My parents paid for all my stuff, and college was really easy. I did work through college and pay for a lot of my stuff, but I knew that if I was in a bad way, my parents would always, lend a hand or pay for something, and I just grew up, and it was comfort. It was comfortable. And so what do I need to do to become an achiever? Because I do want to be an achiever. I always want to be, and at this time next year, I want to be a little bit better at achieving than I am today. But how do I do that? I need to become that person, and to become that person, I have to put myself through pain. So because our country is so comfortable right now, I believe that many people that can't get some of these goals and things that they want to achieve off their mind, they will enroll into programs and certain things that are hard. And I know this is already happening because I'm thinking about signing up for some of them. And so how they're designed is they're like a boot camp. That's what I'm going to call them. I don't know the proper name for them, but they're like a week-long boot camp. You pay a pretty penny, thousands of dollars. I don't know, maybe there's some cheaper ones, but the ones I'm looking at are thousands of dollars. And you show up and you're all wearing like the same stuff. It kind of reminds me of like Army or like Navy SEAL training, like the BUDS training or whatever that's called. And they put you through physical things, push-ups and workouts, and push you beyond what you thought you could do physically. Mentally, they have you do these things. You know, they have these trainings where you're learning more than you thought you could learn in a short span of time. And I even saw one where you had to wrestle. You literally had to feel like you're like almost dying. Now they don't like hurt you or anything, but you have to wrestle against like other men or other women. And they wrestle you down and beat you up, basically, and it's to make you tougher. And it's to help you feel achievement, because when you get through all of these stages, so each day there's something different, you feel a little more accomplished. Like, you know what, I was really afraid of that. You know what, that really sucked in the middle of it, but here I am still going and I'm feeling good. And I'm probably missing a ton of details on these boot camps. But the reviews and the video interviews that they show from people that go through these boot camps is really good. Like they say, I'm a changed person. My marriage is better. My business is better. I'm making more money. I'm healthier. I'm closer to God. They're saying all these things because of like a week-long boot camp. And so the answer is pain. If you were born into it, if you were born into a painful household, I feel sorry for you, and that sucks. But if you went through something like that, you're tougher. And if you didn't grow up like that, then you have to go through something that makes you tougher. And I think that we are just on the tip of the iceberg of people trying to do things like this to themselves so that they can make their life better. How I know this is true is a conversation I had with someone recently about this, and I'm going to have you visualize here for me, and I really want you to stop and think, because a lot of people listen to podcasts, while they're working out or driving or, cleaning, whatever they're doing, but I really want you to stop and visualize. I want you to right now think of that one person that you care a lot about. It could be kids, so it might be multiple people or parents. Think of them right now. Someone that if you lost, it would really hurt. It would change your life. You wouldn't really know what to do without them. Okay? You have them on your mind? Okay. In your life, let's say today, you meet someone and he comes up to you. He's an evil person, terrible person. He comes up to you and he says, 1 year from now, I'm going to take that person that you were thinking of away from you, and you'll never see him again unless you do this one thing for me. And you can't do anything about this. For whatever he says, you can't stop this person from taking your loved one out of your life forever. And he's not going to take this person right now. 1 year from now, he's going to take this person unless you do this one thing. And you're like, what is this one thing? And he says, you have to have your ideal health and body 1 year from now, or else I am for sure taking this person out of your life. Now, would you accomplish that? Would you? Would you be able to keep that family member or friend in your life? Or would you fail? Would you fail that person? Because the person that is going to be taken away knows this deal too. Okay, let's say the evil guy told you and this loved one. Would you do it? Would you accomplish it? The answer is yes. You would. I know you're nodding along. Heck yes, I would. I would do whatever it takes. And because your answer is yes, tells me that we are too weak to accomplish the things that we want. Because what you would do if someone was going to be taken out of your life, you had to protect your friend or family member from being stolen a year from now, what you would do is right now, start today. That's what you do. You would not wait till Monday. Your family member would be pissed off at you like, what are you doing? Are you not going to save me? You're going to start Monday? Why? So that you can get a few more cheat meals in? This is my life on the line. You would start right now. It wouldn't matter the program. You would just start eating less, moving more, and doing the things that you thought would achieve that goal. The next thing you would do is ask for help. That's what you would do. You would ask somebody that knew how to do this, hey, how do I do this the right way? Because I need to lose this weight. He said, I need to be my ideal body and ideal health in 1 year. So I don't want to just lose the weight and then not know how to keep it off. I want to do this the right way. I want to ensure that I look the way I'm supposed to look and have the health before this guy comes back in 1 year. You would ask for help. And you wouldn't have any cheat days the entire year. I could guarantee that. You wouldn't skip your workouts. You wouldn't screw up your sleep. You would drink water. You would do all of the things. And if you had any questions, you would research the proper answer. You would buy books. You would do Google searches. You would hire coaches to get the answers. You would become the smartest person in the health and fitness and nutrition industry because you would be so eager to learn it all and then practice it on your body to ensure that you saved this friend or family member. That's what you would do. And because I know that's true, that's how I know we're softies. We aren't doing those things. We're not doing the research. We're not asking people for help or coaches. And we're not starting today. We're waiting because it's kind of nice to be comfortable. Like, well, I really do love what I eat and sitting and doing whatever. And if you listen to my little story here, my little rant, and you're like, that's not realistic, then you completely miss the point. I'm talking about action. I'm talking about toughness, especially mental toughness. You know what to do. You just aren't eager. There's no sense of urgency. You're just waiting around for some magic invention instead of being the person that you need to be. So before you talk about which food is the best food to eat, which workout program should I buy, which supplement is the best, you need to tackle this issue right now. And it's up here. It's mental. You need to tackle the root cause of why you're not taking action on the big boulders, the big things that if you pushed over would really get things moving for you. And once you do that, you'll achieve what you want to achieve. Spencer, out.